Hi guys, Namaste. Welcome back to Ankinish Creations and welcome back to this video series of Paint Your Own Dot Mandala Painting. So we are at part 4 of this video series where we are going to be painting our Dot Mandala. So I'm going to be painting my Dot Mandala design on this canvas. I'll show you the full painting video, the process of full painting video in this video. So yeah, if you have missed last 3 videos of this series, check that out and I'll be linking them in the description box below. So check it out and I hope you are liking this video series. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and after this there will be last video in this video series, part 5, where I'll talk about varnishing your Dot Mandala painting. So yeah, let's get started with this one. Now my canvas base color has been drying for 2 days now and I'm filming after 2 days. So let's paint a cute little small dot mandala on this canvas. So this is approximately 10 by 10 centimeter canvas. So the first step is to find the center of our canvas. So we will mark the center from both the sides of the canvas and where both the sides meet. So this is the center of our canvas. So I have my tools here, my palette here, my spray bottle here, and a paintbrush. So let's get started. I don't have any theme in mind what color shades I want to go for, so I'm just starting with this green paint which was lying on my table from previous videos. So let's start with this, and I'm taking my flat dotting tool first, this one, and I'll be putting one dot in the center where we marked the center of our canvas. So yeah, I'll be putting there my first dot. I took this very light pink paint and I'm going to put some dots around this. This canvas is very textury. Usually the canvases are a little bit less textury. This is a lot textury. I should have painted another layer of black base. That's okay, we'll work around. So if you feel like the canvas is too textury, then maybe add an additional layer of gesso or an additional layer of base paint. An additional layer of gesso would be more beneficial to make the surface smoother. I'll do another layer of standing dot with this dark green. I don't have any specific design in mind, I'm just winging it. That's what I do with most of my, like all of my Dot Mandala paintings. I don't have anything in mind when I start. I just, if I'm painting a theme inside, like in the center, that I plan. But other than the Dot Mandala design part, I don't plan it. I like it that way. I don't like to measure it. I don't like to plan it. I mean, measuring the center is obvious, but not like for every dot. Yeah, and I don't like to plan my colors and everything. I just want to enjoy the process and let it flow. So there might be a little bit of more gap in the last dot, but that's okay. Now I'll use time-lapse mode to record the rest of the painting, and if I want to share anything in between, I'll use normal mode, because otherwise the video will be like an hour long or something. I want to create a petal gradient on top of this neon yellow dots. So I've taken white and I've taken a little bit of water and I'm making the white to a perfect consistency. And I'll start with white for the first layer of petal, and then I think I'm going to do pink gradient petal. So let's start with the white first. I'm going to choose a smaller like this one, this dotting tool to start my petals with. This will be used, this I'm going to use for making my top dots, and this side I'm going to use for making the petals. So while we are starting to make our petal shape and when we are making the top dot, one thing which is very important to take care of is your top dot should be in the center of your dot. Like the top dot should come like the rays of sun. Like if we are making a top dot here, so it should be straight. Then this one should go in this direction. This one straight, and this one this direction. Because if your top dot, like for example this top dot is little bit here, then the petal would point at this direction, and we want it to point like the petal of the, like a proper petal in each direction. I hope you get my point. Like if like for this one, I want my petal to point in this direction, so my top dot will be here. I don't want my petal to be diagonally leaning or something. I hope I am able to explain it. I think I accidentally used the smaller side for the top dots here, but then I went around with the bigger side and fixed it. The next layer of petal, I am going to be mixing a little bit of pink in my white and create a very light shade of pink. I don't want a drastic difference here, but because my canvas is small, I won't be able to create a very big petal like with lots of layers. So I don't want it to look like white also. So I might add a little bit more. So you can work around, like this is the gradient effect really looks very good in the petal shape. And it's always good to start with lighter to darker, that way you don't waste a lot of paint. And yeah, we can make it darker with small amount of paint, but making it lighter requires a lot of paint. So yeah, now for here I'm going to be using this side as my for my running dots, and I'm going to be using a little bit bigger size, this one, for my top dots. The same way, I'll add little bit more pink into my paint and make it more darker. Now from here we will use the bigger one which we used as a top dot for running dots. So this one I'll use as my running dots, and this one I'll use as my top dot. And now for my petals, I'm going to use one dotting tool, which is this. This side was going to be a top dot and this side will be running dots. Now we will be using like this one as our top dot, or you can also use this flat tool as your top dot, but I'm going to use this. And then I'll start my running dots on this side, and if it goes empty with the paint, or if the dots are not coming circular, I'll use another smaller tool this size to go in with my smaller dots properly. So here I'm done with the pink petal. Now I'll again bring in the neon yellow here, and then let's see what I want to create. I've taken yellow, normal yellow, and I'm adding a bit of orange into it. I'll be using that mint green color again, but I'll take out a little bit of it in my palette, and I'll show you a technique like with the brush sometimes which we can create. We don't need a lot of paint in our brush for this one, and we'll just try to create a design. So at the beginning, press the brush and turn, and then slowly lift it up when you're coming towards the end. It gives a really nice look to the art, a different dimension, and it goes really well with the dot patterns. Somewhere my paint is getting drier. I should add a little bit of water here. So this is how it looks. It's a simple design. You can change the patterns however you like it. You can also add something here, but I feel like this is a good end. It's always hard to decide where to finish the artwork, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you liked it. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked this dot mandala design, and I hope you are finding this video series useful and you are going to try your own dot mandala painting after watching this video series. Let me know if you have any question or if you have any query in the comment section below, and yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. There is one more video in this series which will come after this, where we will be talking about varnishing. So yeah, stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you soon. Bye.